Welcome to another episode of Solitaire Rant Quest. I'm the Blood Knight of the Old Republic of Bloodganistan. Like, share, and subscribe. And yeah, today, tonight, I will be talking about thoughts on the boomers. I got Minecraft set up in the background for later. Oh, there we go. Minecraft for later. I need... So yeah, another rant quest where I talk about boomers, boomer generation, as a millennial. Now yeah, here's what I've observed about boomers. I work in the public service industry. I service people. Not gonna say where I work. I work fast food, that's all I'm gonna say. I work fast food. In my observation of boomers, they are the worst to throw a hissy fit when they get their order wrong. Or when the order has gotten wrong. It could just be a minor thing, Maybe they had to wait a few extra minutes because we didn't have the stock. Stuff like that. And yeah, they're the worst to throw a hissy fit. I'll tell you that much for certain. Narcissism, it does run right across their generation, functionally. And yeah, let me tell you a story a long time ago. Let me tell you a story. Let me tell you a story. As I try not to... Oh, fuck it, I lost my train of thought. Story time. It's a long time ago. When I was in my early 20s. Yeah, sometime in this time period. Sometime in this time period. When I was in my 20s. Age. Here's me when I was age 20 to 25. So yeah, I was looking for a job. You know, I needed some green. I needed some green. And it's two lines through the S. I don't care what universe you're from, it's two lines through the S. For the money symbol. Fucking Mandela effect. Fucking bullshit. So in the past, I needed some money. I needed a job. To get the money, I needed a job to get this. So basically, here in Canada, we have, yes, employment. They help you they help you get employed. They help you find a job if you need help. You can print off resumes. You can use computers to do stuff. They'll help you look for a job. Basically, they'll that's the whole point. You'll get training and whatnot. And they had a program, a pre-employment, a pre-job, a pre-employment program that you could put on your resume and whatnot that you could do, and you could earn some. You could earn some of this. You could earn some of this cash, right? Not Johnny Cash. Cash. You get some cash. I got some Johnny Cash too. Doesn't matter. You could get some cash working this thing. Working at this pre-employment program. Because where I was living, small town, no jobs. There was no jobs, and the closest jobs were in Quebec. And if you don't speak franglais, if you don't speak the France, if you don't speak the French, if you don't speak the Quebec, Quebec, then you don't get a job in service industries. And probably gonna dox myself, but it's like the one mill there that was there wasn't hiring. It's like freaking ridiculous. Anyway, my boomer uncle lived in a small city. And, yeah. It's like my mother, her sister, my uncle's sister, she asked him, it's like, hey, can the Blood Knight stay at your place? So that it's like, can the Blood Knight stay at your place? Because her schedule for transportation didn't work. Alright? Didn't work out. Didn't work out, right? Didn't work out. Her schedule, no, I couldn't go over here. Couldn't go over here to get the employment, to get this money. Couldn't get the money over here. Or it's like I can only get a little bit. Only a little bit of this. So yeah, my mother asked, it's like, hey, can the Blood Knight stay at your place for like the week that it would take to complete this endeavor? And Uncle said no. Didn't give a reason. My mother even offered to pay for groceries. Send me over with some food. Uncle said no. Never got a reason. Never got a reply back. That's the boomer generation, folks. That's the boomer generation. Now, I don't know why. Don't know why he said no. I'm not sure. But if I had to guess, it's either he was just being a dick for no reason, or he's probably thought to himself, oh, he needs to pull himself up by his bootstraps. Yes, the bootstraps. The straps from the boots. As I'm crudely drawing over here. The straps for the boots. Straps for the boots, folks. Yeah. Well, it's funny. Because I'll tell you a story about my grandfather. Alright? This guy, greatest generation of all time. Born in the past. As far as I know, he's not a time traveler. Far as I know. If he was, fucking awesome. Anyway, but I digress. This man grew up in the Depression. Back in ye olden days. Served in World War II. He served as a member of the military police. Unfortunately, at the last minute, he couldn't go over to World War II to Germany because of an ear infection, which, yeah. I mean, that probably saved his life. Quite possibly. Don't know. I don't know. I don't view multiple timelines, but that probably saved his life. He worked as a military police officer. This man was a man of his fucking time. Let me tell you this, folks. He was a fucking alcoholic, right? He was a fucking alcoholic, a fucking drunk. Okay? To a certain extent, of course. This man liked his drink so much, he ended up losing a leg due to the diabetes. It's like this man was racist. And I'm not talking racist, I'm talking racist. Like if you were black, Eastern European, if you were native, if you're if you were a gypsy, that kind of racist. Nothing good to say to you. He'd have nothing good to say to you. He'd probably tolerate you, but he had nothing. But he would have nothing good to say, pretty much. Man of his time. It's like my mother's sister actually married a fucking black man. Yeah. Didn't go over well. To his credit, though, my grandfather did manage to get back in touch with my aunt after she did that. To his credit, and talk to her. So yeah, but no, yeah, OG racist, OG racist. But yeah, when my mom back in the 90s she asked him, it's like, hey, I need to move in. It's like, can't afford this out here. It's like, can't afford living out here in the city. It's like, he agreed with the stipulation. And it's like, you throw some money for some rent, Which probably wasn't that much. But yeah, helped my mom out. And my dad, and so on and so on. So yeah. Yeah, my drunkard racist grandfather better sense of family than my uncle. Which is weird. Weird that happened that way. That's just the dichotomy of the boomers. That's just the dichotomy between generations. And yeah. So yeah, a little bit of a story time. If my grandfather were alive today, he wouldn't have good things to say. He would not have good things to say about what has happened to Canada. He would not have good things to say. Let's just say that. It's like, if I dated an Indian girl, let's just say, it's like, yeah, he'd have nothing good to say. Let's just fucking say. Although I don't know if he was anti-Semitic. I don't know what his opinions were on the Jews. Probably nothing good to say, but less so. Anyway. These are just my thoughts on the boomers. So yeah, I'm the Blood Knight of the Old Republic of Bloodganistan. Party on. And yeah, carry on, I guess. Oh.